Good morning. This is your mayor of Dorktown with an important announcement. It came to my attention shortly after I finished the unconventional cross-stitch stitch-a-thon that there was a KLT versus Jody Ree competition. And what you have to do is get on the group, pick your team, which should be hashtag Jody Ree, Team Jody Ree, and then start doing the daily challenges. I'm telling you this because we need more members. Not because we're losing, because we're not. We're ahead. But that could change any day now. We need you. We need you. And I know I've sent you fabric and floss, my people. Come on. Join in the fun. You're going to like it because it's just fun. Let me give you examples of our daily challenges. From the Book of Knowledge. April 1st, new start. April 2nd, a picture of your stitchy spot. April 3rd, a KLT chart that you're stitching on. April 4th, how many whips do you have? April 5th, show us an old finish. April 6th, stitch with Jody Ree thread. April 7th, show your stitching buddy. I'll show mine here. Yes, Lucy is adorable, and that was the best picture I've ever taken of her. Oh my gosh, I take a lot of pictures of her too. Those are just some examples of the things that you could look forward to for the month of April when you come and join hashtag Team Jody Ree on KLT versus Jody Ree. That's right. Come on over. All the links are going to be down below. You can join us. Join KLT Charting. She has fabulous stuff. Her name is Kim, and she's awesome. Come join Jody Ree group. Oh my gosh. You get to see all the pretty stuff. Michelle is awesome. So how it started, Kim and Michelle are friends. They live in the UK, and they decided they were going to have a fight against each other. And a fight it is. Team Jody Ree has fewer members, and yet we're blowing them out of the water almost every day. We lost 2 days in a row, which is weird because we won the first 5 days. It was sad. I think we may have won today's challenge, but I'm not quite sure. In between the daily challenges, there are occasionally spot challenges. I seem to have missed both of them, strangely. The first spot challenge, I think, was show us your Jody Ree fabric and floss, which I could have easily just grabbed the fabric and the floss, taken a picture, and bam, been done, right? And I can't remember what the other one was. And then this morning, there was a fun little post, not a challenge, just a fun post called Give Us a Movie Name and Add Up Your Bum. And I must have giggled for about 2 hours this morning. And if I go back and look now, I'm sure they've added more. But Armageddon, up your bum. Finding Nemo, up your bum. Okay, I'm going to try not to start giggling. Oh my gosh, just... So I threw in Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol up your bum, Men with Brooms up your bum, and what was the last one I did? I did something, but oh my gosh, there's just some, Frozen up your bum. Oh, there were, I can't remember all of them right now, but oh. you end up cackling, and then you're wondering, what is that noise? Because you probably don't laugh very much while you're stitching, unless, you're listening to something funny, or you're watching a Floss Tube that's funny, or a movie that's funny, or podcast. Whatever you do while you're stitching is nothing compared to the nonsense that goes on every day during this month of challenges. And I have to tell you, some people who don't normally do stuff like this are having a ball. They're like, I've never experienced this before. I mean, yeah, they're members of groups and they post in the groups and it's all, but this is just, it's fun. And every time you read something, there's trash talking going on, and just serious competition. And it's fun. It's just fun. Even on the days when, well, okay, even on the 2 days when Team Jody Reed didn't win, it was still a win because we had nothing but fun. Ah, yeah, it's really been fun. And then I started a new job last Tuesday, and I keep looking at my phone because it's like there are moments when everybody will be in there chatting and I'm working. And then when I get a second, I can look at my phone and there's like 399 missed messages. And you're like, oh, I got to scroll back up and read everything. But you don't have time for that right now. So you got to go back on your lunch break. And it takes 30 minutes to read everything while you're eating. You're like, I only get a 30-minute lunch break here, which is weird. It's the first job I've had in decades where, I haven't gotten an hour lunch. So, I mean, I could probably go for the hour lunch, but it wouldn't be conducive because it's really busy where I work. I work at a school right now. So, all fun. Oh, I should show you some stuff. So, here's a fun fact for you since I'm talking about it. And I told you day 2 was a pattern by KLT charting. And this is called Geostar, and this is just the beginning of it. I can't show you the pattern, even though it's a freebie. They really poo-poo anybody showing a pattern. But this one, so you have the flower, then there's a square, and there's shapes in here, and then there's, it ends up looking like a compass rose. To me, that's what it looks like, a compass rose, because of the 4 spikes that come out of it, and then there's a, so it's kind of like anyway, it's really pretty. And I ended up using July 2017 limited edition floss from Jody Reed called Galaxy, and the fabric is, what's the fabric? March 2017 limited edition Dawn of Spring. Yeah, so we've got that. So I did that's for day 2, and I keep stitching on it because it's so pretty. And, here I thought I'd have a break after that stitch-a-thon, but no. So because we don't have, stitching challenges every day, I do a little stitching on stuff. And yesterday I picked up the February 50 by 50 pattern by Magical, and got some more stitching done on that. So I'm working on the border, which is huge. Inside here is going to be flowers. There's a flower pattern, geometric flower pattern. But if you remember, the January 50 by 50 was this one right here that I did kind of Harlequin, I guess. So more on that. This is a slow but steady type thing, and I'll always be behind on the 50 by 50, I think. Unless I get it in my head to, really go at it and get that done. So, let's do some fun facts right now, because I really believe that you need to know some things right after this brief pause. Okay, so in 2015, there was the Queen Bee Speed Stitch, and I'll insert a picture here that you can see. The Queen Bee was a beautiful stitch. I mean, I loved everything about it, and I might restitch that for myself because I ended up framing it badly and giving it to someone I worked with at Retirement and Benefits for the state of Alaska because she had this kind of like a fake road sign that said Queen Bee Crossing, and I thought it would be funny to give her the Queen Bee, you know. And she says, "Oh, we have a theme," when I gave it to her, so she really liked it. And so I came in third place on that one. And that's because I wasn't paying attention. I should have come in second. I wasn't going to take first place from the woman who did win first place because she deserved first place in a serious way. I'm not going to go into her details, but it was worth letting that go. So I ended up coming in third place because it's the quiet ones that don't do trash talking, that just sit there and stitch and giggle at you maniacally while they win. So this time, I stitched Thordak as my speed stitch thing here, and I finished this page and started on this page right here, as you can see. Very lovely. Let me give you the whole picture. So I have 9.5 pages left to do, and I'm going to say that I'm close to finishing on this one, but if I had seen the post by the woman who came in first place when I posted my final at 3:19 a.m. on Sunday morning, the Stitchathon didn't end until 10 a.m. If I had seen her post, I would have continued stitching until I couldn't stay awake anymore. I was already really tired because it was 3:19 a.m. You know, so I thought, well, I'll call it. And then, you know, after I had posted my final, I saw hers and she had beat me by 400 stitches. 400 stitches, which I could have powered out really quick. 401. Could have done it, but I didn't, so I got second place, which isn't bad. So, knowing the history now, Queen Bee third place, this Stitchathon second place, the next one that starts the last week of June, if you want to join us, I think I am going to win. I'm going to be first place. This isn't trash talking. This is just looking at it historically. 3, 2, 1. It seems right, doesn't it? I have evil plans. Eee! Now, I may be working during that time, so it's going to be a fight to get those stitches in, but I think I can do it. I think I can, because I during Queen Bee I was working. I think we actually had like a 3-day weekend during that time for some reason, but yeah, I was working during that time, but stitching frantically on Queen Bee the whole time after work, so, and before work. It was just all about that, and then taking it for lunch. So, because I only have 30 minutes for lunch, I don't have time for stitching during my lunch break, so it's the first time in decades, seriously. 30-minute lunch. It's boggling my mind. So, after being at this new job for a week, they actually did have an opening for the position that I'm doing the contract job for, that I'm temping for. And so I applied for that. So, in the event that I actually get the job, I have a plan A. I have a goal. If I don't, then we're going to move on to plan B or plan C. But I've been formulating these little goals because I haven't had a goal in a while. I mean, I spent 6 years thinking about tiny house living and um, achieve that goal, but never thought of anything after that. It was just get here, do this, that's it, done. But then what do I do with the rest of my life, right? So if I get this job, which is a really fun job, actually, everyone's pretty happy there on a daily basis. Whether they do their job or not is irrelevant. They're just really nice people. And they've been really busy lately. Actually, they're gearing up for the end of the year testing and stuff. So anyway, I won't reveal my plan A unless I get hired. If I do that, I'm still formulating the plan A, but there's like part 1 of plan A, which is important, and I've been working on that part. But then there's the second part of the plan A that really needs to be thought out and done. So, oh dear, they're starting to talk again. Okay, so that's all the fun that I have for you today. I don't think, let me check my book. So I'm going to link down below KLT Charting Facebook group, Jody Ree Facebook group, and KLT versus Jody Ree challenge group. And there's a challenge every single day until the last day of the month. And when you sign up, you want to be Team Jody Ree, not the other team. We don't care about them. We do, but you're not going to be able to, well, you may not. I'm going to try to make sure that I have something for every single day, because some things I just don't have. But it wouldn't be hard for me to get. So, if I can do these things, you can do these things. So, and like I said, it's fun. You're going to have a laugh every single day. It'll drive your family crazy if you live with your family. If you live alone, perfect. You're not going to be bugging anyone but yourself. So, that's all I have for you today. I need to get on with things because I have so much to do today, and it's already, oh my gosh, 1:22. So, have to go, and until next time, my beautiful people, keep on stitching.